My wife exposed me to Thrive. I was fortunate to see it in action right on day one. I came home from work, didn't know anything about Thrive, didn't know it existed. And I walk in the door, there's this weird smell coming out of the house. I didn't know what it was called a home cooked meal. And some papers, piles of papers were picked up and things just looked different. I thought she actually hired a maid or something. So I'm like, what's going on? How much is it gonna cost me? And she's like, I'm thriving. And I'm like, what is that? And so I went on Google and did the good Google research, and looked it all up. And by the end of that night, I said, you know what, honey, let's give this 4 weeks, see what it can do for you. Because if I notice this in you in day one, what could 4 weeks on the product do, And I definitely slapped $5 on the nightstand every morning for that productivity. So that was my first exposure to it. And then for me, I got that day one on product for me. I 3-4 days after she started, I had to experience it for myself. So day one, I took those 2 capsules, so 30 minutes later, drank that lifestyle mix and slapped that DFT on and was out the door. Felt like I'd been awake, for 3 hours at that 1 hour mark. So I was like, okay, I'm noticing something. Day 3, so that was great for day one, just some sustained energy. Day 3 for me, I noticed some more mental clarity. I like to reference Mr. Miyagi, with the chopsticks and the fly. It just felt like I could catch that fly finally with the chopsticks. So I kind of started for that energy and the mental clarity that I'd heard people talk about when I was researching on Google real quick. And so I got that. I did notice that energy. It shied me away from the sodas and the energy drinks. I didn't touch those after day 1, so that was pretty big being a concrete guy. My lifestyle was, McDonald's, energy drinks, fast foods and stuff like that. So my body really didn't know what nutrition was probably. So that I did notice the energy and the mental clarity right away. But day 14, get 2 weeks on the product, and I started noticing some changes in my joint support. So just my joints just started moving easier, and I didn't expect it with Thrive because I thought it was just energy, and I was excited to have that. But now, if you ask me why I Thrive now, it has nothing to do with energy. It has everything to do with the joint support I get. So I think we see that a lot with people. They start for one reason and it ends up being a total different reason, and you get those nutritional gaps filled in an area you didn't even realize you were lacking. So you want to be a skeptic, that's okay. I was there, I get it. But when you see it in action, when you actually see somebody who's thriving and feeling good, and you almost become more skeptical at first, but then you can't deny it. Go on that fan page on Facebook, over 1 million likes on there. You can't deny that movement. It's incredible. Give it a shot. Experience it.